Hello, I'm Rick Schultz and welcome back to Audiophile. We wanted to come and talk about a topic today that seems to be growing, and that's fuses. Would you guess that that little device inside your electronics can make a difference in the sound of your audio system? A lot of people would say, wow, no, that's just ridiculous. And there's a lot of people that would argue that it matters which direction you actually put that fuse in. And you should listen to it one way, take it out and turn it around and listen to it another way. There are lots of different fuses on the market now. There's stuff filled, I think, with beeswax. There's products that are out there that are cryogenically treated. We did one at one point in time that was a cryogenically treated version. There are lots of different options for fuses on the market. But what do you think makes the most difference?
I don't know. All I can think of right now is my mom used to say, I've got a very short fuse.
And the truth is that most of them are shorter now, Erin. You used to have the big 1 by 1 inch by a quarter inch, and those things are making it to the graveyard, replaced by the little 5 by 20, and smaller is better from what I understand from this. So what we want to talk about is what could you do in an economical note to be able to treat your fuse and make a big difference? And the answer to that question is you could actually take and do two different things. One, I've noticed that a ceramic fuse makes a difference over a glass fuse. And I guess that might be because of the resonation or vibration within inside the housing of the fuse. Vibration is a big part of what happens to create distortion as electricity is moving down something. There's something called a B field. It's an electromagnetic field that goes across the conductor and it causes things to vibrate. And
so just the material that's made of itself vibrates at a different level, or what?
I believe so. Yeah, you're going to find different rate of vibration for sure between ceramic and glass. Although they're quite similar in some ways, there definitely is a difference in the way that those two sound. And you could just start by replacing your glass fuses with ceramic. But the bigger difference to me has always been using a contact enhancer on the fuse. If you use a good contact enhancer, and again, not to self-promote, but we're coming out with one that we think is fantastic. I've also liked the Frutech stuff. I think it's been great. Some people are into different types of graphene. Ours is a combination of all different types of nanomaterials. And these contacts on the fuse seem to be one of the things that make a big difference. So the aftermarket fuses, a lot of them have gold plating on them. And I think that's one of the things that's contributing to them actually giving you a better overall performance. I've listened to some that I haven't really cared for that were really expensive.
Why? Because gold, what is a good?
Well, gold's a good conductor and it's relatively soft. It's malleable. So although there's certainly not a lot of pressure on there, gold is a better conductor of electricity than nickel, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you put a gold-plated fuse in, although you're probably putting it into a receptacle that's nickel-plated, you're still going to get a little better conductivity through that. And the other part is that gold also is a little bit more malleable, so it tends to bend a little bit and move a little bit so that the contacts are increased. Now I think that would be a really low level of increase of contact. But the gold extra conductivity seems to make a difference. And it seems to be these little differences that are making the difference in these fuses because they're not vastly different. Mm-hmm. You know, there's only so much you can do to a fuse. Some people are treating them with different types of high voltage treatments in order to be able to get a better sounding fuse. We cryogenically treated them and we found that made a difference for sure. I've even went so far as to drill a hole in the end of the fuse and inject it with like silicone and found that made a really nice difference as well. So there's things that you can do yourself in order to be able to play around with fuses and see how that works out for you. You can also just go down to an electroplater and get a fuse gold plated on the ends. I've never done that, so you're going to have to ask your plater. I'm not sure if the solution would actually get inside and potentially cause a mess, but that's a possibility. Maybe it can't be done. But they usually, when they build a fuse like that, they'll electroplate it before they assemble it. So the people that I've come in contact with that have used aftermarket fuses are always surprised at how much more difference the contact enhancer makes on the fuse than the fuse did itself. So you can spend $200 on a fuse quite easily nowadays, and then just go and buy some contact enhancer that will do hundreds of fuses and find that that makes more difference than the fuse itself. So that would be the first step that I'd recommend. Cleaning your fuse isn't a bad idea. However, most of them again are nickel plated. That's not going to make a huge amount of difference because there's not going to be a lot of oxidization on nickel. And then the second part is doing the contact enhancer. So those are my recommendations.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for visiting us again, and we'll see you soon.